Welcome, one and all. I am here today with LGN Quantum, and you guys know me as LGN Ryker Eve. Today we're going to be talking about something that's not usually done within the LGN community. We're actually going to talk about a game that me and Quantum play that the rest of our clan does not, for varying reasons.
Incompetent. Go ahead.
Also, you'll have to forgive me because I'll be looking this way because the monitor of which I look at Quantum is over here and not above camera. So, Quantum,
It's okay.
how about you start us off?
I'd like to come to you with a nice video. Formal introductions has already been made. Quantum, Ryker, subject in question, the game, Destiny 2. Witch Queen. Led up to a lot of the hype, I think, personally. They spoon-fed us, which I like because I don't get full, I don't get bored. They came in, they did a good job, they dropped it, they broke a piece off the candy bar, and then the part that says Hershey, that broke Hirsch off, and then you got the rest of it, and it's kind of, let's take small pieces of candy, small pieces, spoon feed, make sure you never go hungry, be satisfied all the time. And I guess that's the great analogy I can come up with the status of Destiny 2, the Witch Queen, post, before, and initial and after drop, which is still in that stage. Every DLC, every small season, they find a way, even though they skin the age out of a lot of stuff, they find a way to peak and keep our interest in the game for, until we get to the final climax, which I'm hoping that's what they're working on now. But I like it. I mean, it's better than the Red War, the initial launch of Destiny 2. Goal. I'm talking too long. All right, I'm just making sure I'm hitting key points where I said it was good and where I thought it was a horrible launch. I mean, I'm ending with
the Red War was pretty down there on launch.
Yeah, and I think only because not of the aspect of the consistent issues of connectivity and stuff like that. I don't think it was more than that. It's just the potentially they had, to me, a great DLC in hand, and there was no follow for them. It would have been better if they had a raid. It would have been better if the goal was that particularly boss of that raid. He came in. Wow, did he come in with a fist of flurry and sizzled out all inside the campaign. As that spread was pretty short. It was climactic, but I know some people who can go 2-3 hours. It was very short and not necessarily climactic. But that's my take. I don't want to take up too much time. I'll see where Ryker mind is at and how he feels about the last, Destiny's launches. Going back as far as you want, I'm back that far. I don't want to go back too far than that because I think one had its hiccups, but one was better.
Agreed.
But yeah, I get a floor to Ryker Eve and see what he feels like. I'm sorry, LGN. That's that right? Yeah, I give you the floor to see what you think about at the status of it. Destiny 2 at 2 dates.
All right. So when Witch Queen launched, I was in a little bit of burnout. I'm actually in a bit of a burnout on Destiny 2 as of right now, even though I have like a few music videos planned for it. But compared to other seasons and other DLC drops, Witch Queen was by far their best DLC that they came out with. Like, they started reworking the subclasses so that they're more in line with the Stasis subclass, with the Void subclass that was released with Witch Queen, and now with the new season where they made changes to the Solar subclass, which is epic. And I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the Arc subclass as well.
And that's what probably next season. What I'm saying.
Yes, that is the next season. But I want to say that as far as you went back to Destiny 1, I want to say that Destiny 1 was far superior only because it was still a brand new experience in a way. Even though it led up to all the way up to, what was the last one? The Iron Lords?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Iron Lords, but their best DLC for Destiny 1 was definitely Keen's Fall.
Oh, yeah,
it was hands down the best DLC that they came out with for Destiny 1. For Destiny 2 so far, that is the Witch Queen. Like Quantum said, me personally, I did like the vanilla story, but that's just story. And
they improved that hands down.
Oh yeah, they so did. They got paid. They've leaped, they jumped, leaped, hopscotched, and went all sorts of ways to their current season to better include other players and all that, which is kind of overwhelming now, which we'll get in touch with later on in the video. But other than Witch Queen, though, before that, I want to say their best DLC in my mind was... Wow. It's actually hard to think of a DLC. Jeez. And I've been there for all of it except for like one season, which was the season of the Warmind.
Yeah,
that season I completely took off entirely until like the very end of it.
Sounds fair.
Yeah,
because they had their moments. You know what I'm saying? They did fairly good. This, I said before that the analogy is spoon fed.
Yeah. Now let's talk with what they can do for Destiny 2. Now, can we just agree, just hands down, that Telesto will always be forever broken?
Correct. It's bad. It's bad when they gave it back to Banshee and Banshee's holding his hand. Yeah.
And it just vanishes from plain sight.
Yeah, so so
that not even Banshee can hold it down.
No, not at all. Not at all. Eventually, I feel like it's a great weapon, and the issue is how the Destiny community, quote unquote, utilized it to its best advantage. I think that even the devs wasn't aware of the initial prospects of what this gun can generally do other than its initial fusion technique. And it was just the way that people figured out, it's like these people were in the room with the devs when they created this weapon, and they got the cheat codes to make this weapon, which, to some, I never liked it in PvP. Let me just throw that out there.
Same.
If you got in Crucible and you use it on me, straight up and down, you have absolutely no skill. Against me, who has absolutely no skills, that's what I feel about it. Like, you can do it better than that. And whenever I try to use it, I never had that same result. Like, I would get handed to me by something, the next weapon, and I can realize that, well, I'm not using this weapon. You know what I'm saying? So people, they found the cheat code to make this weapon a top of the discussion for multiple reworks. And
multiple seasons and years.
And without destroying it, there's not much work they can do.
Yeah,
right now it's a fab, so they got it. Banshee, they gave it a Banshee, and
Banshee I see it making it down.
Yeah, I see it making a return,
like
even better in the
put it
future.
This way, because, if they ever had to sunset an exotic, Telesto would be the one to be sunset. If they ever brought sunsetting back,
and I would probably be the only person that would agree to that on the PvP perspective. It was PvE. Leave it alone. Stop messing with stuff before you break the entire game.
Agreed.
PvP, they should even allow to even fucking put in their hands. If they jump, when they jump in Crucible, their gun should become not available. Period.
It shouldn't be even in their inventory if they're doing PvP
it should,
that day.
Yeah, it should go completely black. Like you hover over it, unavailable PvP. That's it. Yeah. You come out of PvP and go to PvE, on the moon or something, it lights up, you can use it. You can equip it. It cannot be equipped if you go into PvP. That's my only suggestion.
Let's talk about PvP for a second. Like, both me and Quantum are not great PvPers. Like, I have made videos of me being carried in trials multiple times. Like, both in a music video and one of just a straight cut of me being carried. Like, I'm not a bad shot. I know I'm better than Quantum, which is saying something. Don't look around, Quantum.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes, I know.
You may be better than me at a bow and arrow.
Ooh.
But aggression and speed, camping, yeah, I'm better than you.
Yeah. We should probably go on one-on-one sometime. It's been a while, but
I will have to take bear, aspirin. Has to be a side order of frozen Pepsi. It's going to be a couple hours.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And as soon as you start cheating, you're going to get reported.
Oh, yeah.
Just let you know. While we're recording and reporting.
Okay, yeah. I am glad they brought Rift back and brought it into Iron Banner. Even though I didn't play, just as soon as I heard Rift, I was happy that they brought it back. Like, do you remember Rift, Quantum?
I remembered it. I remembered enough to have played it a couple of times. Was it my cup of tea?
It's not everyone's cup of tea. I know that one.
It wasn't. And I'm going to have to disagree with you on that and the return of it. It could have been more of a Crucible thing. When they put it in Iron Banner, I played 2 games. I just the mechanic for it. And I believe if you follow the protocol and how people are reporting what they thoughts on the Gastro game mode being in Iron Banner, I don't think I'm alone in that. I think it was better off staying at that controlled environment. And when you have something that no one plays for a long period of time, and then you just drop it. And for me, like I said, I played it before. It's like 2 games, maybe 3. I couldn't get my footing. So after like 2 games, I'm like, they can keep those pinnacles, they can keep those bounties. I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna go to Banshee. I'm gonna pick up some bounties. I'm gonna go to the moon and bounty myself to death. That's what I'm gonna do.
Get some nice therapy against some AI opponents.
Something gotta help. Something gotta, because
I want to say, I really do want to say that PvP wise, I think they are really hurting for new content.
I think because they don't have what's the word I want to use? They can't figure out the proper algorithm for PvP because of its aspects of the
PvE.
amount of people that play. Well, PvP, I want to say.
Yeah.
Going back to that, because I think the PvE aspect of the game grows initially every season, every DLC.
Oh yeah.
Even though they're skinning the hell out of guns we more likely have seen before or have had before. The PvP part, because of the way that the matchmaking and all that, it's a long overhaul. Will they ever get it right? Hopefully in the next couple of years. Hopefully. I mean, the reality is, I think they know that, and so when we request for it to be done or revamped, they pacify us, but they know the reality is if they pull that wrong binary code, that is going to screw everything up. So they know there's really no satisfying us on something they probably feel they can't fix. They feel like it's this is the best state we can get it in, where that we can't even get you boards or maps rather. Uh, well, that is easy. The aspects of revamping it with all the different PvP modes, whether it's Trials, Crucible, Iron Banner, it they try something every so often, and I think it's minor compared to what they really want to do. And I think it will really hurt the game overall if they just missed one binary code. So they give us, like I said, the analogy before, they give their pacifiers. They say, "Oh, we did this," and then some people who don't know any better would accept that, and people who do know better and be like, "Nah, man, if you're not in the room with the people, if you're not in their homes creating, sitting there developing, doing the best they can to keep this franchise afloat, we would never really understand. We'll just keep being aggressively in a now, wanting give us more precious, with the ring,
Yeah.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Ring. That's us, And then well, let me say there's a glimmer of gold with them being acquired by Sony, which I think and Sony overpaid. But so that's me. I hope that with that and the revamping of the lore, like Bungie themselves is doing the lore just as much as some YouTubers, Life, Maryland Games, stuff like that, and it has me like if they had a digital version of the game or a digital version of the lore that I could sit back, throw into a digital audio player, whatever style it is, and just plug it in my ear. I'll probably lay it for hours just to listen to the entire stuff, no matter who's narrating it.
Agreed.
But it's they do a little something different every season that comes about, and the part that is intriguing and how it's all gonna come to a abruptive end, but it's all gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be something out there that ain't gonna make no sense. It's all gonna make sense, and then with them spoon feeding us, we're not even. I don't think we'll ever be ready for what's to come, but we're excited to see it because it's this the end of this supposed game, which I hope it never happens. I just hope it ends and it rolls into a 3. Now they got the financial backing, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I will say that with the PvP side of things, I don't think they're. I have to agree with a streamer buddy of mine. He says whenever you have a PvP and a PvE thing where your guns are mostly the same, there is no fixing that. There is no way to fix PvP. And that's his view, and honestly, that's my view on it. There's no way to fix it, and people should just embrace it at that point. Report honestly broken guns and just leave it at that.
But if it's the same game, same guns, like you said before, that'll be an issue being used on either mode. What are you reporting? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, again, what I realized, if I want to understand the PvP style of the game, I have to get better at it.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't turn around and keep blaming Bungie. No, I need to get in there. These guys is hitting 5,500 comp points, stuff like that. They they understand what it is. They understand the map. They understand the spawn points. I need to be there instead of being agitated because I can't win, can't kill a certain amount of people or clear bounties. Get better by playing and practice. That's
All
what it boils
right.
down to.
So, so let's talk about the next topic. Something that used to be one of my favorite game modes in the game. Gambit. Oh man, Gambit. You killed me.
Well, I'm trying to find the right words without cutting the head off the gun. When they moved the last change, the one before that was great. I had my own, I said I ran my warlock, I kept my well, I knew when to trigger that well to get with the Lunafactual boots to get that extra speed and reload, something like that, to get that win. Now, when you have what you want to call them, when you have the primeval was not the primeval. It's the, what do you want to call them again? It's the witches that you have to kill in order
the
to
escorts or
the
whatever.
escorts. Okay, yeah. When they are there, when it was better when they spawned right next to the primeval because you can, in a flurry of attacks. I've been in where it was a complete melt of the primeval because the escorts spawned when the primeval was spawned and it was already in the same location level. Right? Was that they was already in. Now to have it where now it's 4 players, 1 or 2 players have to go after them, the escorts. You know what I'm saying? Which you're going to spawn nowhere near the primeval. Then you have to knock them out. The other two's got to stay to ensure that they can continue the DPS, and then you got the invader. So it's a bittersweet. I like the way it was prior season before this one. Uh, that chasing, when I first saw it and I played what game, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got right off. I'm like, no one understands that, we have the escorts are no longer here. We have to go chase them. We have to look around for where they're gonna spawn at. We have to get over and kill them. Everything is shooting at you. It's like, have you played Duality yet?
I have not. I've been too busy with work, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna one alone. But when they did that, when they changed that particular final mechanic into, you dropping your primeval, I think for me that ruined it because I had my, my strategy where that we used to one phase the primeval, like it was the complete melt, especially when the fusion rifles were a thing. Oh my lord, rip! It was crazy. Now it's just like, Primeval was here. You like this? Oh, it's over there. You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, get over there. Everybody shoot. I don't know. Maybe if everybody spoke up for it, would they change it back? Probably not.
No, I don't think they
Nah,
will.
nah. What's gonna make them change it back? People are gonna stop playing it. And that's what's gonna make it go back to where it was. They're gonna remove it and replace with another game mode. I can't think of nothing, but those are the options that's on the table I could think of. They either revamp it back to where it was, or they're gonna remove the game mode because people's not gonna play it. I mean, me, I go on for my pinnacle, I'm out. Like 3 games, I don't even care if I win. I'm out. That's it. And that's it. What's your take on it?
My take on Gambit is that I loved it when Prime came out. When you had your special pieces of armor that actually lent to your abilities and your role within the game, within the
Oh,
game.
yeah, I remember that.
Like, you had your defender,
Who's
you
the
had your invader, you
yeah,
had
Vader?
your
Yeah.
and all that. I grinded literal hours just to get every single level 3 armor set
Mm.
for Prime. And I always feel such a letdown when they say that, we're going to get rid of the armors. Like, you can get them now as, cosmetic pieces. But I always loved Prime for how fast it was. Like, I know that they merged it with regular Gambit, so, it's still as fast-paced as Prime.
Mm.
But I just loved the mechanics of what the armor gave you. Like, it really helped out with your team. Like, people actually paid attention to what they were supposed to do.
Exactly. But is there a reason why that went away?
I don't remember the specifics, but
Uh,
the other thing that kind of broke me over Gambit was, and you'll see this on every seasonal pass now. You have to reset your rank, and it doesn't count until it's available to, to be available. So, it's not retroactive.
mm.
So, you can play all the Gambit games you want. It's not going to count until it's available to actually claim. It's not a retroactive
Yeah,
thing.
I got you. I got you.
It's the same with Crucible. It's the same with, I believe, Iron Banner is going to be one of them. I think. I'm not quite
You
sure
already
about that.
started. And the riff was exactly in the same aesthetics as whatever mode you did with Gambit or Crucible. It was done the exact same way.
All right.
Yeah.
And I literally got tired of that kind of grind because, I'm like most Destiny players. Once there's a grind to be had about something, I'm going to grind for it. Like one of my music videos I did for Gambit, I had 18 hours of Gambit video to put into a 3-minute song.
Mm.
It was insane.
You're good, man.
But like I don't like I don't want it to be the requirement for the season pass challenges. Like if I'm going to play, like keep your pinnacles in there and the bounties and all that. Just don't put it into the season pass. Especially if it's not going to be retroactive. If you're going to keep it in the season pass, it should be retroactive.
Yeah, but I think they do that only because of it's just to have something to do or more for us to do. Because I think about it, the Destiny community, we just ripped through anything they gave us, whatever, no matter what it is, we eat it. What's the good? Yeah, we eat it. That if somebody gave you
To put it in
food,
Callus's words of of the we grow fat from devouring Destiny content.
there you go. That was the best say. You walking down the street, you go in the store, and you look on the shelf, you're looking for a Twinkie. There's Destiny content on the shelf.
It's gone. It's already in our mouth. We don't even pay for it.
Oh man, you watching the biggest stomach walk out the store. He got a bag full of content. Hey, you gonna share some of that?
No.
Or no, I think Callus himself said it. We said we said go rich and go fat, and some of his one of his things he said during the Leviathan raid stage. It was something he said in regards of becoming fat with knowledge or something. I forgot how it went.
We grow
If he
fat
becomes
from strength.
yeah, if he becomes a boss or a raid boss, I will be ecstatic of that.
Oh,
And it
dude,
has
I
to be
think
him.
he's gonna be a raid boss at this point. He has returned. His
If,
Leviathan is basically communicating with the pyramid on the on the moon.
I feel like that's our pyramid because it's there. I feel like that's ours. When I say ours, I mean like the human race, guardians. I feel like when it approached us as us in that prologue, so it said, "Hey, you called and we come." That prologue they had when the actual witness or whatever it was looked exactly as your guardian,
Yeah, I know.
and it said, "We
Yeah,
are your salvation."
yeah,
Felt like that particular pyramid is ours, but I don't understand why. I feel like it's more to do with us than we know. That's why our core is so glued to it. I feel like that's what it is. It's every pyramid is different. The pyramid, whatever the witness is talking to, Callus. I feel like that's ours because the way we communicated with it during that campaign, we just we're not aware of it. We're not smart enough to realize it.
yeah.
Personally.
I mean, it's still too far out there. Like, there's 2 years left for this campaign to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was actually a tweet a few days ago saying that the Destiny 1 Alpha was released on this day. Like, future me, if you can find that tweet, slap it up on there for a moment. But and I'm all like, wow, it's been 8 years. Which means there's basically 2 years left of this Light and Dark saga, I believe. And
That's
then
why I feel like it's going to be another something afterwards.
yeah, they said that they're going to continue on with the story after the Light and Dark saga. Like they've openly said that.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for that either. That's going to be an experience and a half.
Definitely. Oh, but I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, man, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You was mid-sentence.
I mean, as if there was anything to bring back, like there's like 2 to 3 things I want the devs to bring back, but I know one of them won't come back just because there's a broken sparrow out there. And that's SRL. SRL is everyone's clamoring for it. They want it back. And 2, I'm going to have to think of a third one at some point, I think. But 2, I want Mars back. Particularly the part with the Eclipse Protocol event. For this one purpose. If you wanted to test out weapons or a particular build, I always went to Mars and tested it out there when I ever started the Protocol event because of all the thrall and all the enemies and the density of the enemies there. It was a very good event to play in to test out your build. And I loved it.
Yeah, I always used the mold. I don't know why. To this day, I still use it. Not because it has its own separate bounties, but it's so much there to eliminate. I won't say kill, but to eliminate to collectively complete all the bounties, and I thought that was a good spot. The Cosmodrome was also, but I feel like the respawn it's been slowed down, so stuff don't react or come available immediately. It's like so slow. But that was also a spot to go to level up and complete bounties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I went.
But yes, and like I love Destiny. I'm still in that burnout period. Like I'm still gonna be trying to make videos on it. Like I'm gonna be doing the solar song video, the Arc song, and the Titan song. I still need to find one for Hunter and Warlock. And for Void, I have one in the works. It's just that I want to make sure that it's really the song that I want to go for before committing to it.
Well, when you did that first video with the one I gave the real big praise on, your first music video, it, if you're reaching like that to find a particular song, I think you did very well on that one. So it shouldn't be hard. I think you really did pretty well on that. Like
it's just that it's very hard to describe Void. Like, how are you supposed to describe that?
well, I'm a
unless you find a very depressing song.
Well, I think of void. I think of void. I think of space. So, I don't know. Yeah. I went forward and came right back. Like the door wasn't open yet. So I don't. I see how you haven't. You're searching
I
for
have
something.
a song. It's super massive black hole from Muse, but I just don't know if it's the one yet. Like the other two, I know I have. Like,
well, I generally play these songs and take out the audio in the videos that I'm trying to cut down. So what I usually do is take the audio out, let the song play. I've also used several websites. Like it's something always about the song for me, or as well, that helped me put together, an edit video. It has to be whether it's the song that I'm going to use in the video or there's music just playing in the background. I find peace and serenity in that, and I felt like it's a joke. You take the two prongs if you're non-responsive in a doctor, and go, and then they try to joke your heart back. I feel like that's what's going on.
That's a defibrillator.
I'm gonna be like most of the community. I'm greedy because I felt like Bungie has spoiled me. And
oh yeah, we're all spoiled.
You know how you say that you have your burnout? I'm too stubborn to know what that is. Like, if no one is on and playing, I'll still get on, pick up 20-some bounties, complete them, get off. Like, there's no off button for me. So right now, I'm thinking about a class action lawsuit. I think Bungie has ruined my life. Whether I don't know how to turn the other titles for enjoyment. I don't. It's either Destiny, Division. I can't find a third title, fourth title, no matter.
But yeah, I have high hopes for the game as well. I've always had high hopes for the game. Like, I was there when the beta launched.
Oh, that's how I got caught up.
Like,
but I started on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I started on Xbox, but I am happy that they integrated cross-platform. That way, I was so happy when they announced that. Like within an hour of them announcing that, my old friends who I had talked to for like a good 4 to 5 years hit me up on Discord and be like, "Bro, you want to play?" Also,
yes, that's how it was. And then you turn on.
It was great.
Yeah, you turn on and your list was gray, and then I guess it takes a while, and then all of a sudden your list fills out, and it
was all like, "Whoa,
everybody!"
All these
I'm
people?
like, "Yeah,
I'm not alone anymore."
I'm like, Taylor, Talon, that's you, Talon. He was like, Quantum, what's up, man? I'm like, you want to play? you want to do something?
Don't sound so desperate, bro.
It's like I just came up my halfway house. You want to do something different? Huh? You want to play? He said, now we said like that, Quantum, but yeah, we can play some Destiny. So I'm stuck, man. Like, I don't know if it's an age thing, but that's why I started at. I had a friend that played the beta, and he was like, "It's free, download it. is potentially probably the next big thing. And I'm like, you said that about Call of Duty, and you know that's a whole different topic. We were
Getting back to Destiny here. That was a nice little tangent that we took. But I would love for our clan to play this game. However, I don't think it would survive long enough in the clan personally, because we already have Division to fill that looter shooter type of feel, and you know we have our, but with the chore of Destiny 2, like it can get expensive in that game, especially with the in-game economy. Like I'm broke right now, especially in legendary shards. But if you
they had a glitch they patched. I'm gonna cut you off. They had a glitch they patched. Did you know about the glitch?
I haven't been on in a couple of days, but yeah, I saw them tweet it.
Yeah,
They fixed something.
You can't do that. Yeah, can't do it anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But like I would love for our clan to play this, just to get their feet wet, to see how they would like it. Like, you know, there's always the free version, but they cut out a whole bunch in the free version. All right, to everyone at home, this is basically what we talk about. We talked about our impressions of the game since Witch Queen. We talked about how Telesto will always and forever be broken. We talked about the Crucible, basically PvP and Gambit.
Don't do
it. Listen to Quantum. Run while you still can. But
don't do it.
But this has been LGN Ryker Eve, and this has been LGN Quantum, telling you to have a good day and to have a good night.